Hey everybody, and welcome to week 4. You made it to the end of the class. Congratulations. But we're not done yet, so let's keep focused. Your week 4 reading, you have chapter 15, the patient as an individual, chapter 16, the communication process, and chapter 23, performance improvement and customer service. So for your week 4 discussions, your first discussion post says review pages 335 through 336, which has Maslow's hierarchy of needs. According to our text, what are the 5 levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs? So tell me what Maslow ranks the hierarchy of needs as. Now, in your own words, list and order the needs that mean the most to you, starting from the most important to the least important. So when you look at this, you'll see um, a hierarchical pyramid, and the most important is on the bottom, so level 1. And what it is that Maslow believes that you have to meet level 1 need before you can move to level 2 need, to level 3, to level 4, to level 5. So what they're asking you to do is rank your list of needs in the order that's most important to you. And one of the reasons we do this assignment is because we're studying the patient as an individual. And each patient is going to come to you with different sets of needs. And you need to be aware of that when you're dealing with other people. And just because it's different doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. And I think as a little commentary here, with everything going on, that's something we as a society need to realize. Different is not bad. Different should be celebrated. Um, but it's important for you to know that people are going to come to you with different sets of needs based on their life experiences. Okay? And then list examples of why you chose, and then as you provide your list of needs, tell us why you chose the order that you did. Why is your number 1 most important to you? Response 2, review pages 515 through 517 on customer service, internal and external customers. So what they want you to do here is tell the difference between what an internal customer is and what an external customer is. And then identify who are your internal customers and who are your external customers in healthcare. List several components that are used to determine the quality of care. What are some aspects of quality improvement management? Okay, so what I'm looking for here in quality improvement management, there are many different things that make up quality improvement management, but there are 2 main elements that I'm looking for. That you as a healthcare provider should always be striving to improve the quality of care that is given to your patients while decreasing the cost of the care, um, decreasing the cost that it takes to provide that increased quality of care. So you always want to increase quality and decrease costs. Okay, and as far as the Maslow's hierarchy of needs question, I will ask questions of you to find out why you did put them in the order, or challenge you to think outside the box. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I just want you to think more on the subject. So if I ask you a question, please make sure you answer it. Written assignment. You do have a written assignment this week. Excuse me. So the directions say review the Thinking It Through green box, which can be found in your textbook, page 520. Reflect on the scenario and identify your feelings regarding its content. So after you read the scenario, answer the 4 questions that are listed underneath that scenario on page 520. Make sure that you use the material that you have learned from the week within your reading, but also think outside the box. I suggest writing one short paragraph for each of the 4 questions. Make sure that when you're writing the paper that you're writing it in APA format, which means you have a separate title page, you have an in-text citation within the writing of your paper, and then you also have a separate corresponding reference page. I will be grading on that, so make sure that you have those. At minimum, you should be citing and referencing your textbook because that is where you're gaining this information from, and that's where you should be answering the questions from. Your paper should be at least 250 words long. It should be double spaced, and everything that goes with APA. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. You have your final exam, which covers chapters 15, 16, and 23. Their weekly reading this week. Again, there are 15 questions, and there are 3 groups of 15 questions on the exam. Within those 15 questions, there are 3 groups of matching questions. You have 2 hours to complete the exam. Make sure that you take time to answer the questions. If you don't know the answer, move on. Come back to that question that you're unsure of. Once you reach the 2 hours, it will automatically submit and grade the assignment. You also have a post-test this week. The post-test is the pre-test essentially, but it's to see how much you retain during the 4 weeks that we've had together. The post-test consists of 20 multiple choice questions. You will have 30 minutes to complete it. The test is worth 5% of your overall class grade. Do not submit test results until you completely finished. So we're looking at how you did on the pre-test and then how you do on the post-test to see how far you came. And maybe it also provides us information of where we need to concentrate to better the class and make sure that you are getting the information that you need. Our Kaiser Live is going to be on Tuesday as usual at 7 p.m. If you're unable to attend, you can do the extra credit as it says here. All right, so that is, those are your assignments for the week. If you have any questions as usual, please give me a call or send me an email and I will answer it as soon as possible to get you the answer that you need. Have a good week.